Hello everybody, it's Elena, and in today's video we are building a penthouse apartment in the beautiful world of San Myshuno in The Sims 4, obviously. But yeah, this is a penthouse. I do not do these very often, and you know what? I'm glad I don't, but I will get into that in just a little bit. But I've been in the mood to build a modern penthouse apartment for quite a while, and I have had the idea in my mind for probably like a few months by now, so I'm really glad that I did it. And as you will be able to see as this video progresses and we get, further into the speed build, I did kind of like do two separate houses, but they are connected in the end, and I don't really know if that's like super realistic for a penthouse. I'm guessing it's not, but this was just like kind of like how it worked out for me, and that was just kind of like what worked the best for what I had in mind for this build. So I ended up kind of like doing two houses on this penthouse lot, but they are like connected, as I said, and it is only like one family or one group of people that live in both of these houses, and like there's only a kitchen in one house and like the main living room is in the other one and stuff like that. It'll make sense in just a little bit, but yeah, I did do two, and I built this on a 40 by 30 penthouse lot, and we do have three penthouse lots in the San Myshuno world. Two of them are 40 by 30s and the other one is a 20 by 30, and I did kind of like test out all of them just to see where I wanted to build this penthouse, and I figured that the 20 by 30 one was a little bit too small for what I had in mind, and I was really struggling with the 40 by 30 ones when I decided that I should build it on one of those, because I just thought it was like too big. So that was really annoying because like the smaller one was too small, but this one was too big, and it was just kind of frustrating, and I felt a little bit like intimidated when I like did this build, just because I feel like it's so open and you can't just ignore some parts of the lot, because when I just like build on a regular lot that's on the ground and normal and all of that stuff, you can just cover some parts of the lot up with trees and like landscaping and pretend that it doesn't exist, but you can't do that when you're building on a penthouse lot. You have to just incorporate the entire thing, so that was a bit intimidating, but I do feel like I ended up filling out the entire lot in a pretty good way, and I do like the end result, so I hope you all like it too. But yeah, as I said in the beginning of this video, I am pretty glad that I don't do these very often, and I now, like as I've done this house, I do remember why I haven't really done it in a while and why I haven't done many of these, and it's because it's really frustrating to build on these lots. Like the way the camera moves around is so frustrating, and you're just like a lot more limited on this lot than you are on just a regular lot on the ground or anywhere else. Like it's really frustrating to build up here, and it was also kind of like a little bit frustrating to play on this lot when I was playtesting it, and I don't know, I didn't really like it that much, and I feel like the camera was just moving around far slower than it normally does, and it really slowed down the building process for me, and this build took me forever to do. Like a 40 by 30 lot is not really that big of a deal when it's on the ground and just a normal lot, but it was, I don't know, it took me so long. I don't have an exact number that I can like tell you. I don't know exactly how many hours I spent on it because I don't have any idea. Like I obviously have my recorded footage, but I don't really record the entire process when I build. Like there's a lot of stuff that I don't record, so obviously that time is not in those clips and whatever. So yeah, I don't know, it took me a long time, like upwards of 12 hours, which is embarrassing, and I don't like to admit that. I really hate to admit to myself how long I actually spend on my builds, because it just feels pathetic to sit here in front of my PC and build houses in The Sims for so many hours at a time, but oh well, that's what I do, and I like it. It's like my calm time, my safe space, so it's okay that I spend a lot of time on it, but it does feel a little bit, I don't know, painful in my soul when I have to admit to myself how long it actually takes me to build houses, so I don't like to do it very often. Anyway, I just got completely sidetracked, but yeah, I don't really like to build penthouses that often, and it will be a long time until I do it again, because it was really frustrating, and I really hated the way that the camera was moving around, and when I was like playtesting this house, and when I was taking the screenshots and those things, like the camera kept bouncing up and down from like the ground, the regular ground where all of the other Sims are and all of that stuff, and then up to this part where the penthouse is, and it was super frustrating, and I did not like it at all. So that was really annoying, and also it was just like super intimidating to like build something high up in the sky. It was so much different from just like building normal houses. So yeah, this was definitely a bit of a different build, but I had fun with it at times at least, and I had fun kind of like doing something a little bit different. It was, yeah, a fun time, but also a little bit not a fun time. If that makes any sense. I don't know if it does. Anyway though, I hope you like this build, and I did kind of think of the Sims that I was imagining that live in this house, and this is a like 3-bedroom and 5-bathroom house. However, you could easily turn it into a 4-bedroom and 5-bathroom house, because one of the bedrooms or one of the rooms that easily could be turned into a bedroom, I just decorated that one as like a hobby room and also just like a creating room, because I was imagining that one of the Sims that live here, or at least one of the Sims that live here, is an influencer or just like a content creator of some sorts, so they needed to have like a bunch of space to like create their content. But yeah, I was kind of imagining that it's for an influencer, which I probably am gonna title this video as well. I don't know, I'm not really sure yet, but I was imagining that it's for an influencer, and I was imagining that I was imagining that it's a girl, that she is like a fashion girly and she really likes fashion, and she's like a style icon and everyone just looks up to her and her fashion style and all of that stuff. So she has a lot of like clothes just hanging around in that like creating room, and then also an office, because she has both an office and a creating room, which is a little bit excessive, but these people are rich, okay, so don't worry about it, it's fine. But yeah, she has a lot of, you know, room, and she has a lot of clothes, and also this house is pink. Let me tell you, it is pink, and I don't really use pink that often in my builds, or at least I don't use it to like this extent, although I don't feel like I went overboard, at least not in like most of the rooms. However, I did use it a lot on the inside especially, and on the outside I used it just like in the landscaping. I used like some pinkish purple trees and like some pink flowers, which was really cute, and it's kind of like subtle on the outside, but you can definitely like feel the pink vibes, whereas on the inside it's a lot more just like pink and in your face. However, in like the common areas I don't feel like it's too much, but in the room for like the influencer that I had in mind, it definitely is like a bit overpowering, but I just think that she really loves pink, so that's her style and how she wants to decorate her house, and she's obviously allowed to do that because why not, right? So yeah, this is very pink, and I had a lot of fun kind of like building or furnishing with like a lot of pink colors, because I don't normally do that in like living rooms and other common spaces. I do sometimes do it in like bedrooms, but yeah, not really in common spaces, because I feel like most people don't really want to live in a completely pink house. But yeah, I did kind of do that today, and it was fun. And as I said, I did furnish 3 bedrooms for this house, so obviously there's a bedroom for the main girly, the influencer, whatever, and then I was imagining that either like some of her friends or just some other influencers or content creators also live in this house for her, and I was kind of like imagining that this house, it was a creator house, although I didn't really want to go like fully that route, just because I don't really like the concept of like creator houses, and I didn't really want to like do a build for that. But I was imagining that it kind of like has similar vibes, except the people that are in charge of this place are not exploiting any of the creators or any of that stuff. So yeah, don't worry, they're just nice people that live in a house together, I guess, and they're just rich and they create a lot of content for people to consume, and that's just what they do in this house, I guess. I don't know, but I was imagining that they are friends. And one of the other rooms is like more so blue themed, but it's a lot more mature in a way, and it's just, I don't know, it's like kind of white with some brown colors and then just like some blue pops of color. But yeah, it's nice, I like that one. And then the 3rd bedroom is just like completely neutral and kind of boring, and it doesn't really look that, I don't know, similar to the rest of the house, and it doesn't really fit the vibes. But I was imagining that like a more mature person lives in there, like maybe a manager of these 2 influencers or something like that lives in that room, and they are definitely like not as young as like the 2 other people are, or at least not as young as like the main girl is, you know. So yeah, I didn't even like record that room because this video is just extremely long, so I didn't want to have just a regular boring bedroom be a part of this video, because I didn't want to make it like 40 minutes long. I was not really in the mood for that. But yeah, it's just a regular boring bedroom, and you can just, you know, see it in the screenshots if you want to do that. It's not really that important, and I'm sure that you will catch some glimpses of it throughout this video if you are very intrigued. I had a lot of fun sort of coming up with the story for the Sims that live in this house. So as I said, there's like the main girl who's like the main influencer, and I wasn't really sure if the other like sort of young person is an influencer too, or just like a friend of the main girl, or whoever that person is. I'm not really sure, but I just like decorated the 2 other bedrooms for some other people, but I don't really know who it is. Anyway, so like the main girl, I was like imagining that she's from a pretty like rich family and she started to create content when she was really young, like in her early teens or whatever, and then she she started to like gain a lot of followers and fame when she was like around 17 or something, and now she's like 20 or early 20s, and she has bought this extremely big and expensive penthouse, and she has just like made a lot of money. And I feel like this type of girl and like these influencers that are just getting rich out of nowhere are gonna lose their money pretty quickly. So I have a feeling that this girl, she's probably like 20, 21 right now, and she's gonna be like completely broke by the time she's like 26, which is sad. And honestly, I feel like I'm being generous when I say that she's gonna be broke when she's 26. It's probably gonna be more like 24, which is even sadder. So yeah, I don't know, she's just like not really that smart with her money in my opinion, and she just like spends it on a lot of like stupid things. Like she probably has a lot of expensive cars, and like as we all know, cars are depreciating assets, so they're not really the best things to invest in, or however you want to put that, because you're not really investing in cars unless it's like an old one that you know is gonna keep getting more expensive. But I'm imagining that she spends a lot of money on like Ferraris and like new cars and just like really expensive stuff that's gonna make her go broke really quickly. And I feel like reality is just gonna hit her really quickly when she has lost her like fame and all of her money. So that's not gonna be very fun for her, but right now she's having fun. I don't really know why I was imagining this like kind of dark and sad story for her, but that was just what I had in mind, and I feel like that's just the most realistic thing for a lot of these like new influencers and people that are just like rich and just became rich all of a sudden. Because as I said, I was imagining that she's from a rich family, but like they just had a normal rich people amount of money. They weren't like extremely wealthy. But I was thinking that she is from a rich family because I have a feeling that a lot of those kids that are from families like that don't really know what money is actually like and how hard it actually is to like make money. And also like this girl, she just like got famous all of a sudden, so she doesn't really understand the concept of money the same way that like people that aren't extremely lucky and born into a lot of money and whatnot, she doesn't really have the same understanding of money as other people do in my opinion. So that's why she's just like spending all of it like crazy, and she's gonna go broke really quickly, because I don't think she really understands that she's not gonna be able to keep making this much money her entire life. Anyway though, why did I really like go that into depth with this story? I don't really know. I mean, I didn't even go that far into depth with her like story in general, more so just her financial situation, which is kind of weird because like why did I do that? I don't know, but I did, and I'm sorry. But yeah, anyway, so one thing that I wanted to mention earlier on in this video but I didn't is that I was having some visual glitches with the shadows in game. So I use Reshade in my game, which is why it might look a little bit different than your game. And if you're interested in like knowing which preset I'm using, it's always linked in my description box, so you can get it down there if you're interested. But yeah, I use Reshade, and in Reshade there's this setting called MXIO, and what it does is that it like adds more harsh shadows to your game, and I really like those shadows. I think it adds something really nice, and it just like makes the game more like pretty in my opinion. And I feel like the game has a tendency to look a little bit flat when you don't use MXIO in your game. So yeah, I like to use it, but it was like glitching out so bad in this build and like on this lot, and it was like unbearable when I was doing the exterior. So I did have to turn it off for parts of this speed build, which really bothered me because like that's annoying. I really like to have MXIO on, and also it just like looks a little bit flat when you don't have it on, in my opinion at least. But yeah, it was bothering me a lot, and it just like kept going on and going off, and it was so annoying. And like it was bothering me in real time as I was recording it, because it was like super distracting, and like so many things were just happening on the screen, and I knew that it would just get like a lot worse when I sped it up a bunch of times. So I decided to just take it off altogether because it was really annoying, and I did not want it to completely ruin my speed build. But yeah, that was a little bit frustrating. So I think you saw it like just for half a minute earlier on in this video or something like that. But yeah, I did turn it off, and you will see that the game probably like looks a little bit different from like one moment to another, because I did switch it on again when I went into the interior, and then I did some of the exterior with the MXIO on as well. So yeah, it looks a little bit different from time to time in this video, so that's just a little bit annoying, but I just wanted to give you that disclaimer. So if you notice that the game looks different, that's just why. It's fine. I don't know, I feel like nobody really cares, but I do, so I just wanted to mention it. But yeah, Anyway, I don't think I really have anything else to say about the speed build, at least not for the time being I don't, but yeah, let's move on to talking about other stuff. So, one thing that I'm really happy to say is that my poor dog has not gone through anything horrible this week. I know, what an absolute miracle. So if you like watched my last 2 videos, you will know that my dog has, you know, been through some stuff recently, and she had like a really bad week. I think last week it was, I don't know, time is not real. Anyway though, but yeah, so my poor dog, she had to have a surgery. It wasn't like a major surgery, but like she was put under, and you know, it's kind of tough when you have to have surgery. That's not very fun, and like she's a 12-year-old dog, like that's hard on her. So she had to have surgery Monday, and then Saturday, like 5 days later, she got violently ill, and we thought we were gonna lose her. Like she was so ill, and it was so bad, and she had to like stay the night at the hospital, and it was really bad, and I was, you know, crying all night and it was really ugly. But yeah, she went through like horrible things that week within 5 days, and it was so bad, and I felt so bad for her. But yeah, she has not gone through anything bad this week, so I just wanted to say that. That's very good. I'm very happy about that. My dog is okay, so that's really good, very positive. And also like the time when she got ill, like that had nothing to do with the surgery. That was a completely like different issue, but she's doing so much better now, so it's okay. But it was just a tough week for my poor baby, so that's really bad, but she's doing good, as I said. I feel like I've said that a bunch of times, but I'm just really happy that she's doing good and she's thriving and she's just back to being my normal little baby, so that's good. But another really good and exciting thing that has happened is that I reached 2,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for that. That's very exciting, and I'm very grateful for that. And I don't really know, I feel like I've been so like not present on YouTube just because I've had so much stuff going on recently, so I haven't posted in like a few more days than I wanted to go between uploads and whatnot, and I feel like I just I don't know, don't deserve to like reach 2,000 subscribers, but I'm very grateful for it. So I just wanted to say thank you also so much for being here, and thank you for, you know, subscribing and just hanging out with me and all of that stuff. I really do appreciate that. But I've just had so much stuff going on lately. Like as I said in my last video, I'm currently going through exams and that sort of stuff, so that is just taking up a lot of my time and my energy, and that's just really annoying. And also I decided to do like a really long and huge build for this video. I probably would have been able to have a video up a few days before this if I didn't do that, but oh well. That's really dumb. Anyway, I'm just really thankful for all of your support, so I just wanted to say thank you, and I really appreciate that. But let's move on, because as I also did say in my last video, I don't really like to talk about numbers. It makes me anxious. And also, happy December everyone. It's literally the 6th, but I have not posted in December yet, which is horrible. I don't like that. I hate it so much. But yeah, I haven't posted yet, so I just wanted to say happy December. I hope you're all having, you know, a good December and all of that stuff, because December is good. It's the best month of the year. At least the first like 25 days. I don't really like the last week just because it's sad and I don't like New Year's, but the first few weeks are really good, and then it gets sad. But yeah. Happy December. I love December so much. I'm really upset that like exams are taking up so much of my time in this month, because I feel very like protective of Christmas in December just because it is like so special, and I just really want to enjoy it fully, and I feel like I can't really do that when I'm super stressed, so I'm upset about that. But I am okay. It's fine. It's okay. Bigger things are happening in the world, but I am just a little bit sad about that. And I do have some Christmas builds coming out, which I'm really excited about, and I love just like Christmassy themed things. I love Christmas in general. It's my favorite thing ever. As I've said a million times, I love to repeat myself. I've got at least one Christmas themed build coming out this month, but I really want to do 2 because I've got 2 really good ideas, or at least I think they're good ideas. And I am like halfway through the first one, so I'm definitely going to be posting that one, but I'm still like working on the second one in my head, and like I don't know, figuring out the idea and what I want to do for it. But yeah, I have 2 ideas, so I really want to post those, and I'm gonna do face cam for one of them, hopefully, because I really want to do that. It's been a while since I've like shown my face on YouTube. I haven't done it since I did my face reveal a few months ago. So I really want to do it again, and I figured since it's like a Christmas build, it's a bit of a special occasion, so I want to do a little face cam tour at the end of the video. So that's gonna be really fun, and I'm excited about that. So I guess if you are interested in that, then cool. Good for you and good for me, because I'm also interested in that. And also right now, as we're on the interior of the build, as you can see, like the shadows are a lot more prominent now, because they're actually are shadows. I turned the MXAO back on, so it's a lot better in my opinion, and my computer was like able to not make it all glitch out when I was inside the house and working on the interior, but on the exterior it was just a problem and it was really annoying and ugly and it glitched out so bad. So yeah, I turned it off on the outside but in on the inside is what I meant to say, and I just think it looks a lot better. And also the pink bedroom is like the most pink room in this house, and the other rooms are a lot more toned down, although I did do like a pink wall in the dining room, so I guess that's a little bit much, but I don't think it's like too much, and it just like reflects her personality, I guess, so it's okay. And obviously you can change it if you don't like pink, and if your sim likes blue better or something, you can just change everything to blue if that's what you want to do. Yeah, that's totally fine, of course. And also, so I guess I am talking about the build now. I said I was done doing that. Anyway, that's fine, but I was thinking that it's like not for a family, this house. As you probably remember, I was thinking that it's for an influencer and just like some of her friends or something like that, but I wasn't thinking that any kids live in this house. And that was just because I don't know, I felt a little bit like sick of doing kids rooms, because I feel like I've done a lot of kids or just like family houses lately, so I just didn't really want to do that today. But I did want to make it like family-esque, and well, no, I wanted to make it so you could easily turn it into a family house if that's what you want to do, just because I feel like most simmers prefer to play with like families in their games, and I feel like that's just like the most common form of gameplay, and that's definitely what I enjoy too. And I don't know, I don't really know exactly if that's what other people enjoy the most, but that is just my hypothesis. And I feel like the majority of people are just looking for cozy family houses, and this house is not exactly cozy, but you could make it a little bit cozy, and you could definitely like decorate some kids' bedrooms, and you could make it for a family and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to mention that it's definitely like possible to turn it into a family house if that's what you want to do, although I did not picture a family in this house, obviously. Yeah, anyway. But back to not talking about the build, because I don't really want to do that. I just want to sit here and talk about everything besides the build. I just want to ramble about my life. So since it is December, I've been doing some pretty like Christmassy and fun things, and I really just like want to make the most of Christmas and the Christmas time. And even though I'm like kind of busy and whatnot, I really want to just focus on doing that. So I've been to 2 Christmas markets so far, which I think is so much fun, and I love going to little cute Christmas markets. It's so much fun. And I went to one in Copenhagen just a few days ago, which is really, really cozy, and I think it's so pretty. And when you go there at night, it's just so beautiful with all of the fairy lights, and it was so nice and so cozy, and like all of the people are just happy, and I love that so much. And then I went to one that's like not in the city at all, it's like in the forest, so the vibes are just completely different out there, and I hadn't been there before, but it was so cozy, and I really, really enjoyed that. And I bought some cute stuff, like some cute Christmas decor and whatnot, and it was really, really cozy, and I enjoyed it a lot. And I really want to just like bake a lot of Christmassy things and make some Christmas food and desserts and whatnot. I have done a few so far, but I really want to just make the most of December, so I'm very excited about that, and that's just really, really good. And I'm happy right now. I feel like I'm doing pretty good, even though I am a little bit stressed. Like I feel like I'm handling things pretty okay, but I don't want to say too much about that, because I feel like I'm gonna jinx it, and tomorrow I'm gonna be an absolute wreck, and I don't want that at all. So yeah, anyway, whatever. This is the office, by the way, and I think it's pretty cute. And I did put the streamer computer, the one from high school years, in this office, and I was thinking that she does stream once in a while, but I don't think she's like a gamer. She doesn't stream gaming content. She more so just like goes on Twitch for like a few hours or something, and like talks to the chat and gives us some fashion advice and stuff like that. I don't really know if that's a thing people do on Twitch, but it might be. I'm not really sure, but yeah, it might be like a fun thing for people to just like be able to ask some questions while she's alive, and then she can answer them, you know. I don't know, I feel like that sounds fun, so she might do that sometimes. So I did put the streaming computer in her office. Yeah, anyway, whatever. But I hope you guys are all doing good, and I hope you're having a good December and you're enjoying like the Christmas time if you do celebrate Christmas. But I hope things are just going well where you are in the world and all of that stuff. But as I did also like mention earlier, I am, you know, not really posting as much right now, and the reason why I'm not doing that is because I'm like super busy, and I'm just trying to like be a little bit easy on myself, because there's just like been so much stuff going on recently. But I hate to like cut out like YouTube and just posting and building and whatnot from my life, because that's the thing I actually want to do, but I just like need to focus on other things at the moment. But I'm really excited to like get back into the game and, you know, post more and have some fun, because I feel like I haven't spoken to you all in forever, it's only been like a week, but it feels like a long time. So I don't like that. I don't like it at all. And I don't know, posting is just so good for me and for my mental health, and I feel like it keeps me going in the morning, and like it gives me something exciting to wake up to. So I really like to have this thing to like look forward to, and I really like when I've posted the video and to see your response to it, and to like, I don't know, just to interact with people. I really enjoy it, and I feel like it's very good and healthy for me to have this thing. So I really don't like when I have to kind of step back for a little bit, because that's just no fun at all. But yeah, anyway, I hope that's okay, and I'm really excited to just like post this video today, and I'm excited to post a little bit more often very soon. I cannot wait. I hope you all like this build. Honestly, I feel like I'm a little bit insecure about it, and I'm not like 100% happy with it. Like, I spent forever on it, as I did say, but it was just like not really what I had in mind. But I hope you all like it, and I hope you don't like hate the interior, because I feel like I made a bit of a bold move by making it very pink and like, I don't know, immature on the inside and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys don't mind it, and I hope you like this build and you enjoyed watching it. Thank you for like listening to me for all of these minutes. It's been a long time. And once again, also just like thank you for 2,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. I feel very like inadequate, and I don't feel like I really deserve it, just because I'm so like not really active at the moment. I don't know, at least I'm not very active per my standards, because I used to be a lot more active. So it just, I don't know, it bothers me, and I don't feel like I deserve it, but it's okay, it's okay. And yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to say thank you, and I hope you all are having a good day and you're enjoying your week and all of that stuff. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. It is kind of getting closer to the end. If you enjoyed it, please do give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you aren't subscribed already and you enjoy my content. I would really appreciate it, but you know, you don't have to. And you can download this on my gallery page. It will be up there. My name on there is just LacyLena. It's exactly like my YouTube channel. But besides all of that, I hope you're having an amazing day, and then I cannot wait to see you all in my next video that I will be posting in a few days. So bye everybody. I appreciate you all so much.